Christ. Hello! Welcome back to How to Hen, specifically crafting with cocktails. Today we are doing a tropical theme, which is one of the featured themes on howtohen.com. Getting in there early this time. Hey, I'm gonna make much better than this. This is my one that I made earlier as a trial run because I'm doing that now. It's not very good. But I've learned, I now know my mistakes. I also, as you can see, was trying to incorporate some gold somewhere. This side, I outlined it in gold Sharpie. And on this side, I sort of brushed a little bit of gold paint on the edges and in the middle. Because the idea is to eventually stick it on here. I'm gonna potentially stick a whole bunch of these on here to use as a frame. You may also notice that I'm bouncing a little bit. I created myself a little How to Hen crafting with cocktails area with a desk and other things that I can't really show you, and a ball. I'm sitting on a gym ball. Anyway, my drink this evening was more sunsetty earlier when I made it. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen me making it and all the stuff that went into it. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, you can, at howtohen, all one word. And it was, I mean, it still looks kind of like a tropical sunset, I think. It's starting to blend in a little bit together. I also may have had some before I started filming. From now on, I'll be making the cocktails on my Instagram before I start crafting, so if you want to see what goes in them, please go and follow me on Instagram. Right, shut up, tell the people how we're making it. Things we need. Green card, well, paper. Whatever's in between solid card and flimsy paper is what this is, and it's green. Potentially a pencil if you want to outline leaves before you cut them out. Scissors for said cutting out. These bits are all optional. I have some gold paint and a paintbrush to brush the edges and the middle to make it look kind of pretty. And then if you are going to be sticking them onto something like a frame, have your trusty glue gun and something to not get your table damaged. If you watched my last video, you saw that I have a specific paper plate that I use for this that I've kept for ages, but it's downstairs and I'm all the way upstairs. People are going to get it. So this is what I had. A scrap bit of paper and a plastic bag will protect this desk. On with the crafting. So I'm gonna do 5 different designs, which I saw in another YouTube video because I don't do anything original apparently. However big you want your leaf to be, that's quite sizable, but I think I'm gonna make a big one first. No, I'm gonna make a small one first to get the hang of it so I don't waste too much paper. See, I'm always learning on the go with you guys. Fold this in half and do the cutting. That's not straight. No, I have to. So I'm going to make small leaves. Let me fold this in half. First thing is to cut almost like a love heart. See how before I cut it out, this was a perfect love heart? Like so. For you. No, not for you. For me. Take this, put it in your trusty bin, fold it back over. So you cut from the outside and you go, now hang on, what did I say? Up the way. What you cut is almost like a sort of teardrop. You can see that? 4 or 5 of those there. I've sort of got a bit shallow and a bit fearful on the way up there, so let's see. I mean, it's not bad. I think I could probably do with going slightly deeper, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, so that already looks better. Next. Okay, now next. Because I've not really made these into squares, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of wasted space. Okay, so this one is just a basic leaf, just a good old this. Pretty much semicircle, but maybe slightly more tapered. A little bit of a butt. This one requires folding. Fun. Right, yes, so we start finger on the, let's call it the spine, and fold it in the way. So we put a little bit like this, and then we go the other way, like an accordion fold. You can see that. So you don't watch this for educational purposes. Who are you kidding? You watch this for the witty banter. This already seems wrong. I'm gonna keep going. Just keep folding back and forward. So now you've got a little fan. Oh, look at that. I love that. It's got so much more texture than this one. Yes, love that. Also, this will take to the gold brushing really well, much better than this one. Another thing break. I'm not sure bouncing and drinking is a smart decision. Don't bounce and drink, kids. I've run out of small bits, I'm gonna have to make some more small bits. It would appear I have an intruder. I got it wet from the condensation from my drink. Worth it. Have some smaller bits now. So the next one I am going to draw out, so I'll show you what it looks like when I've finished drawing it. Okay, so I made a bit of an arse of it at the end there, but you can see we've got a top leaf and then a couple of other leaves. So you end up with something like this. Oh, pretty. So we're gonna fold delicately, gently. Don't rip the leaves off now. There we go. Oh, look at that nice little bit of branch goodness. So we have 1, 2, 3, one more. Last one. Not the last one, there are 5. I've not got enough paper for that. I'm going to cut this one in half again and do 2 itty bitty tiny versions for practice. The straw's too big for the glass. Stop! The quicker the drink is finished, the less often that will happen. Won't be a problem. So this little one, I'm gonna draw it out first just to show you, but I don't think you really need to. I think you can sort of eyeball it, she says while looking at her sheet of paper that she drew on earlier because she can't remember how it went. Et voila. I think so. I don't, these glasses that are on my head, I need them to see. I could be able to put my contact lenses in, which is a running theme of my channel in case you didn't know. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but you'll see it in a minute when I cut it out. Like this. So sort of like a pineapple, like the top of big, delicious, juicy pineapple. I don't know what this is meant to be. The bottom of a pineapple. The yoga ball's betraying me. Last one, not too dissimilar to this, but kind of like a crazy pineapple, more draggy, more zigzags. Looks like blades of grass. Whoa, spiky. I am going to make some big ones of all of these. I don't have enough hands for this. I'm gonna make big ones of all of these and come back to you. These bits, the offcuts, especially from big ones like this, I think I'm gonna keep them because I think they'll look quite good layered underneath. So, you know, like random leaves sticking out underneath. Keep those offcuts. My husband's here, say hi.
Hello.
He's shy. Corona.
Don't make jokes.
Oh. Aww. Leaves! What I'm going to do is paint them like this terrible example. The gold on the edges, and then I'll see about sticking them. I might make a second video so that this video isn't 1,000 years long of actually sticking them onto the frame. I think that's what I'll do. I'll do it in 2 parts. Does that mean I have to do this makeup again? So what a scrap bit of paper here just to save the desk. Paint. You don't need water for this because this is dry brushing. What you're going to do is, I want the gold to be on the inside. So, a little bit of gold. So what you do is you just take the brush dry and you put some paint on it and take some of the excess off, so don't paint it straight on, like just use your palette or your empty cereal box, as it were, to brush some of it off. Your brush isn't loaded, it's just quite dry almost, but with a little bit of paint on it. I'm gonna just brush up and down the center part. But you really, I mean, you need the tiniest amount, you probably can't see that, on the edge of the brush, and then just brush it off until it's dry. You're gonna do that along the middle, pretty much over the whole thing, but just sort of on these, so these edges catch. Don't do it with the line, do it against the lines. Front and back. Well, front and back, whatever. You know what front and back look like. So for this one, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do the gold down the centre, and then right on the edges, I'm just going to sort of brush from the outside in. This is the bit that is time consuming, so if you're short on time, you don't need to do this bit. The green on its own is fine, especially if you get a few different colours of green carved. You get some dark green, some light green, some whatever this is, regular green. That can add enough depth and layers as it is, or you could alternatively get a spray paint and just sort of scoosh it from a distance to give it a little bit of a shimmer. That's much quicker than doing it this way, but I'm a glutton for punishment. So now you've got this nice cold tip effect on the leaf. So I'm going to keep going with all of these. Once I finish doing that to all of them, I'm probably going to stick them on the frame, but let's do that as a part 2. Let's not make this video last 1,000 years because my drink is almost over. I'm going to finish this. If you want to see how to stick it on the frame, come and join me in part 2, which I will Once I've learned how to YouTube properly, I will link so the video appears, part 2 appears in the end screen of this, which will be in a minute. I hope that you subscribe and that you come back to watch other crafting things with cocktails. If you would like any more advice on how to use these that's not sticking them onto a frame, you can go to www.howtohen.com, head over to themes and click on tropical tiki, and there are loads and loads of uses for stuff like this all over your venue if you are planning a tropical themed hen weekend. So do go and check that out. I will put a link to that exact theme in the description box. For the part tours, I'll see you soon. For the not part tours, goodbye and thank you for watching. I love you, bye!